Welcome to the Wildcat News, brought to you by the students of the journalism class at Whittier Tech. My name's Courtney.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Robbie.
First, we'd like to introduce you to a special guest we have with us today. Please say hello to our very own Wildcat.
I'm Rose, and this is our... What's wrong? We'll give it back to our anchor desk for now and come back to our Wildcat a little later. Something very important has gone missing, and we must investigate.
Okay, then.
Well, here's Michaela with the early morning report, aka the coffee crackdown.
Yeah, so it's no secret that many of us like to start our day out with a big cup of coffee, all well plugged into our headphones for an early morning jam session. Well, lately, administration has been cracking down on all those activities in the hallway. What? It's 7:45 in the morning. How do you expect me to stay awake all during class? Stay awake, guys. What am I supposed to drink now?
Thank you, Michaela. Nice work. Go get yourself a large iced coffee.
All right, now we're headed to Cassie for some big news from the Carpentry shop.
Have you ever heard of upcycling? Well, it means they're using old materials to make something new, and that's exactly what our carpentry students did to win an upcycling challenge against 9 other schools in Massachusetts. Here's how it worked. In January, the Furniture Trust in Boston delivered a pile of old office furniture to the school. The pile included 2 picture frames, 35 rug samples, 8 wallpaper samples, 14 fabric samples, 2 padded chairs, a filing cabinet, 2 circular tables, a desk, 4 toe boards, a cabinet door, and other junk no one wanted. The hardest part was coming up with ideas, but when someone mentioned a mini golf course, it stuck and sparked hundreds of other ideas that turned into a deluxe game table. Students made a ping pong table out of an old desk and the balls and golf clubs out of chairs. Next came the pieces for the checkers and Connect 4. The judges loved it, and Whittier took home a huge trophy, and wait for it, a $2,500 check. Now that's what I call a hole-in-one.
Thank you, Cassie. Great job. And now we have a report on the love of reading.
The what?
That's right, the love of reading, with correspondent Sam Dabrowski. Take it away, Sam.
Have you ever read a book with 300 or more pages in a day or two? I have. Jodi Picoult is one of my favorite authors, and I've read My Sister's Keeper, Sing You Home, 19 Minutes, and many more of her heart-wrenching books. It's a great way to escape into someone else's life, and yours might not seem so bad. Books have taught me things I would have never learned on my own and changed the way I think, including the idea of having friends. Yeah, friends may be a little overrated. Try a good book instead, and they never disappoint.
Sam? Sam?
Back to you, anchors.
Thank you, Sam. You poor dear.
Now we'll head over to correspondent Kylie Seymour for a report on the newest technology sensation at Whittier, iPads for freshmen and sophomores. Kylie?
Thank you, Courtney. This year, Here's the problem. This is exactly what I've been talking about. The sophomores and freshmen all got iPads this year. You could say that this allows them to do their schoolwork more efficiently, but for some, I'm not so sure. As glorious as this all sounds, it's causing a lot of hard feelings with the upperclassmen. You see, here's the thing. It's against school rules to use our cell phones. That means no listening to music, no texting, no Snapchat, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram, and all that other good stuff we all live for. You see where I'm going with this, don't you? The little freshmen and sophomores can walk around the school listening to music, watching YouTube, and playing games, which, as you have just seen, is not fair, and it's a huge health hazard. It's really not fair. I want an iPad, I'm a senior, I want to play games and check my email too. Hey.
Well, thank you, Kylie. We can tell that you feel strongly about this. Now, over to Matt Kinzer for a report about the nerds in robotics.
Welcome to my special report. So I interviewed this nerd, and he said that first robotics is the hardest fun you can ever have. What does that even mean? These kids are just a bunch of nerds. They keep telling me that it's not a club, and it's a team. Isn't that right, Garrett?
Yes, indeed it is. FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. I should probably repeat that. For Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology.
Wow, that's pretty nerdy, Garrett.
It's not just for computer geeks. Anybody can join this team of motivated and intelligent students. We actually designed and built a robot from scratch and programmed it to lift heavy objects. Check it out! Check it out!
Thank you, Garrett. I'd like to borrow that to clean my room. That's pretty impressive. Back to you, anchors.
Thank you, Matt. Okay, let's check back in with our Wildcat to see if he's cheered up at all. Out to you, Rose.
Yes, hello. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a somewhat shocking problem with our mascot. His bottom half is missing. It seems it was taken home by a well-meaning English teacher who promised to mend the few holes in the fur and shampoo it. Unfortunately, it has not been seen since. It has been reported that the lower half has last been seen. Parents should remove all small children for this part. It was actually seen stuffed in a plastic bin outside of Booster's closet. I'm sorry, it's just so upsetting. Back to you, Anchor Desk.
Wow, I'm not sure how to go on from here. Oh, I know. Let's give a big Wildcat roar on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Roar! Thanks for tuning into Wildcat News. I'm Alex.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Courtney.
Thank you.